Well, John, good morning. What a nice way to start my day, getting to talk with you, because I have long admired your work. And of course, since I'm from Dallas-Fort Worth, we all remember you so well from your having been in Waxahachie.
Yes.
When you were doing Places in the Heart with Robert
I'm sure
Benton.
I created quite a stir.
Oh, well, people speak well of you in Waxahachie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well.
Do you have some story you want to tell me about that?
No, I was sort of on the program there. I got an old car down there, a 61 Studebaker, and I just sort of drove up and down the streets around the Dairy Queen, out to the football games. It's great. I like Waxahachie.
And did the locals think that was strange that you had this old Studebaker?
No, I think the locals were fond of me, really.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. Well, let's talk about Dangerous Liasons. John, wonderful film.
Oh, thank you.
Great film. I have not been impressed with a period film as much since Amadeus. It's really a splendid film, beautifully acted.
Thank you.
Is this your first time to play a romantic role, at least on film?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, I seem to spend a great deal of time, well, on film I haven't really done that much of anything. I mean, most of the roles I've played were either kind of small or kind of not very interesting, or both, I mean, for the most part.
How can you say that? I think your roles have been memorable.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. But I've done that kind of thing on stage, but never in film before. The last play I did was sort of a romantic play, I mean, in a sort of sociopathic way, but a little bit romantic, yeah.
If your character were living today, who would he be?
I don't know. Prince? I don't know. I think there are equivalents to him today. I mean, I sort of wouldn't want to name them personally, but I may know one or two of them, I'll say that.
You think it would be libelous if you
perhaps,
did?
yeah.
John, was this a role that was handed to you, or did you have to fight for it?
No, I didn't really have to fight for it, but when I met with Bernie Brillstein and Eileen Meisel, who were the heads of Lorimar, who originally started the film, and then it became a Warner's film after, they talked about doing it, and I told them I'd love to do it, and it sort of started from there, and it took a long time, and it was a long wait while we got everything together and made sure that we were going to do it and all of that. But didn't really have to fight for it, but I did make clear that I wanted to do it, yeah.
When you were filming in France, the interiors, were those sets or actual rooms in chateaus?
Usually they were rooms in chateaus, not sets. Usually they were, there were probably about 7 or 8 different chateaus that we used for all different scenes and stuff, and maybe 1 or 2 rooms were in a studio. Uma's bedroom was a studio, and Michelle's bedroom was a studio, but most of them were in real chateaus. Yeah.
So opulent and so
Yeah,
wonderful.
beautiful.
Wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about your being the executive producer on Accidental Tourist. Why did you choose to be an executive producer? Why didn't you do the lead?
Well, I had read the book a few years before, and I had always wanted Bill to do it, Bill Hurt to do it, actually. And when I started working with Warner Brothers, which was a few years ago now, I decided at the time that I didn't really want to produce things that I was in. It kind of gave me the creeps on some level. I don't know what level. But when I read the book, I saw Bill somehow. I mean, I identified with it very much. I knew it was a great part and would be a lovely thing to work on, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted Bill.
I've only met him a couple of times, but I wonder, isn't he playing himself in Accidental Tourist to a great extent?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Bill's an incredibly sort of complicated fellow. He is he's very funny, Bill, but he's very dark. Very dark. A lot of weight on Bill. And I don't know, he probably is, yeah. I mean, in some ways, he probably is, yeah. But I don't think he's quite as passive as Macon as a person. I mean, Macon can't really lash out, sort of, and I think Bill can, probably, you know. So in some ways, he's probably a little healthier than Macon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, John, we're getting the wind-up signal here, but
Okay.
let me say again, I really loved this film.
Oh, thank you.
And I loved your performance. Everybody in it is good. It's just, it's a new dimension for me to see
Yes.
of you, and I loved
Well,
seeing you in
thanks.
the role.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for talking with me today.
My pleasure.
Come back to Waxahachie. We'll get you another student.
Well, I'm sure I will someday.
Okay.